What up? What up? What up? What up? Just took a L to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 17-10. We already had the number one seed locked up. Already had the conference locked up, which is number one seed. The division locked up. So were the things to play for? Yes. Were they extremely important? No. The rest versus Russ thing was out there, so that thing is there. But really, in this session, let me get the timer for the number to come up. In this session, what we're gonna do, and like I talked about it before we finished the live stream, we can go one of four ways with this. We can talk about the two games like while we were on our little break for New Year's and Christmas, the 49ers game, the Dolphins game. We can talk about this game. We can talk about what's looking forward to the playoffs, whether it be rest versus rust or what you're expecting in the playoffs and whatnot. And also to add a fifth thing in there, whether you think Lamar is worthy of the MVP. So we can go, I got a few guys already on there. Again, the countdown is on. The phone line will close in 25 minutes. So if you're not in that number in 25 minutes, when you hear my alarm go off, I'm going to stop. I'm going to lock the line, and whoever's in here is in here. If you're not in here at the time, that's the time. So first up, I'm not even do my summary yet. I'm going to get these guys in so they won't be waiting that long because they called in while the countdown was going, and we'll get this thing started. Let me make sure I got them in here good. Let's see, let me hit this button again. There we go. Dog team, what's good?
What's good, team? How you doing, Doc?
I'm good. Happy New Year, team. Happy New Year. How's the fam?
Family's doing good, man. Baby boy's doing good. He's 4 months now. You know what I'm saying? So, watching football, it's crazy. It's funny. It's like the season's going by so fast. So the season's going by. It's Harry's age, so it's pretty cool, man. So next year, I'm gonna put him on. I got his first jersey going, even though, I'm a Bucks fan, but, Lamar's my favorite player, so. I am not going to put him in a Baker Mayfield jersey. His first jersey is Lamar Jackson. I got him a little Lamar Jackson onesie, and got him a Lamar Jackson jersey, little outfit.
Raising him up right already.
Yeah, man. So when the playoffs starts, he's going to be wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time, either the Eagles or the Cowboys have came into Tampa and ran a rough shot over my Buccaneers. But, I didn't really touch on this game, man. I'm not really, I like the fact that the Huntley's in the league going to make us some money for a long time. I'm just not a fan of watching him play football. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to this postseason, man. I really think, as far as the whole, I'm going to take it down the line. As far as the whole rest versus rust thing is concerned, I don't think the rest is going to be an issue this game because if you look back at it in the Titans game, one, Lamar's a different player than he was back then. And if you go back and actually look at the stats, Lamar was still the best player on the field other than Jeffrey Simmons. And really, I think the thing that lost the game for the Ravens in that divisional game was they could not block Jeffrey Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
They dominated a lot of scrimmage, couldn't really run the ball outside of Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Mark Andrews turns the ball over, can't tackle. Derrick Henry, that's neither here nor there. I say all I have to say. Lamar's focused, and I really, really think this is going to be his year, man. The only thing that I will have pause on, if you look at all the contenders, with the exception of the Cowboys, the Ravens will play them all. You know what I'm saying? So really, it'll be team's second look against the Ravens in the playoffs, unless they play the Chiefs or the Bills or the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. So that'd be one disadvantage, but I don't think that the way Lamar is playing, he could beat you running the football, he could beat you passing, whatever game you want to play, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I would be concerned is the running back room, because you see that Justin Fields putting the ball on the ground, Gus Edwards put the ball on the ground 2 games in a row. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish that Dalvin Cook signing would happen a little bit sooner, get him a little bit acclimated, and maybe he could have been somebody to get picked on in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing, there's two things actually. One thing is related to football, and two is not related to football. But I don't know if you've been paying attention to the whole narrative that you're trying to put out there with Lamar, basically saying that Joe Burrow's hurt and the Bills are down and the Chiefs are down, and if he don't win it this year, they may not ever win it. Have you been hearing these narratives that they're putting out there already?
Yeah, I heard that junk. But the thing is, offense is down. Offense is down league wide, not just in Baltimore. Offense is down league wide. And yeah, you got one or two guys still got crazy numbers, but as a whole, offense is down. It's a trend, and offense gonna figure out some of like the new stuff that defense is doing, and it's gonna go back up. It's up and down, and I ain't trying to hear that, man. Anything to knock our guy off the pedestal, they gonna try to do it. And he just, he got to be 15 times better than the counterparts.
Right. I'm gonna send you a video on Twitter. Send it to your DMs. A guy did a breakdown, basically saying with the way Lamar is playing, he's indefensible.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it today.
Because Because basically, the thing I know I run up on time, but basically what he pointed out was in the San Francisco game. San Francisco actually played really, really, really good defense, but they were scared to rush him. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of off-schedule plays, and you know there's a lot of off-schedule plays against Jacksonville, too, because they were playing good defense as well, but Jacksonville wasn't afraid to rush him, but he was still getting out of it, so he had to do a little bit more with his legs. He ran for 100 yards. Against San Francisco, they didn't necessarily rush him the way Jacksonville did, but they played good coverage in the back end, but he was able to create and able to find guys. And then the game against the Dolphins, they didn't rush him and they couldn't cover anybody. He showed that, okay, if you don't rush me, Monken's offense is starting to take shape. I can play on schedule, and I don't have to worry about him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really, really looking forward to this postseason, and looking forward to really next year. I think next year you guys are gonna take off, because with the addition of Likely, Monken likes to run those two tight end sets. As long as Andrews runs the offense the way he's supposed to, you put Likely and with Andrews, and you got another year with Bateman healthy and another year with Zay Flowers. You called it at the beginning of the season. That dude is maybe 20.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He really is. But before you go, man, if my Buccaneers win, I don't know if you saw it in the chat. If my Buccaneers win tomorrow, we'll get a first place schedule. Y'all be coming down to Tampa to play. I'll definitely be going to that game. And so, depending on what it is, I'll shoot you a message. We'll work it out. Hopefully, get a chance to be the person during that time.
Most definitely.
But yeah, man. I know you probably ain't gonna be able to talk about it tonight. Did you see the Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp interview? Or any of it?
I've seen enough clips, man. I ain't. I DM you. I ain't for that type of stuff, but I DM you.
Okay.
But I saw enough clips to know what's going on. But I DM you.
Yeah, it was entertaining to me. Like, if anything, it was good entertainment. But Happy New Year to you, man. Looking forward to the playoffs, man. This year's going by fast, but it's been a great year. Appreciate the flock allowing me to be a part of the community, man. I love chopping up with you guys, man. Be safe, Coach.
Appreciate you, Root. All right. DDSQ, appreciate you. Next up, we got my man that allowed us to call him the wrong name for about 2 years. We called him P Brownie for about 2 years, but it's P Brown. Let's get him in here. I got you loud and clear, my guy. What's good with you?
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you.
Doing good. Just a couple quick things. I watched one of your videos. You were talking about the snubs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Bowl. I left you a response on one of them, but we talk about it right now. With I think Geno Stone was a snub.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact that if it was Marcus Williams that had what Geno got
seven. Mm-hmm.
And if Marcus Williams got 7 picks throughout the year and didn't get selected to the Pro Bowl, wouldn't we be saying he was a snub?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your pecking order in the depth chart. If you came on the field and you proved yourself, let's say Keaton Mitchell, say he was healthy from the very beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
JK went down, and he started the whole year and ended up with 1,300 yards. You don't think he should have?
Yeah, you're right. You
It
right.
don't matter your pecking order. If you came out there and you proved yourself, it don't matter. You could have been, take for instance,
You right.
Van Noy, sitting home. If you say Couch University,
Mm-hmm.
he done had his best season ever, and he done been in Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I
You are.
think he was a snub. I think he was a snub.
Well, if we gonna go that route, I think Clown is a snub over him.
I definitely. I think both of those dudes should have been. Just the fact that the way the defense has been playing, how can you have the number one defense and have so many of your defensive players get snubbed from the Pro Bowl?
I mean,
number one in sacks,
mm-hmm.
number one in takeaways, number one in yardage, number one in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
We got more. The defense should be in the Pro Bowl.
How many? We had 4 defensive guys: Queen, Matabike, Roquan, and Kyle.
That's it.
Yeah, but our corners didn't have picks, and then
Brandon Stevens.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even think they care about. He didn't have picks. He didn't really have a lot of PDs, but he just played good football. And you know that thing. I'm finna say something to contradict myself. I just realized before I said it, I'm finna say something to contradict myself. It's a numbers thing.
It's a numbers game. I mean, it's a numbers game, and I think it's a popularity contest at the same time. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Those persons that I'm proud of. Well, I say 2 that I'm proud of that actually made it was Quinn, because you see how much it meant to him.
Mm-hmm.
It solidified him. Whether the Ravens gonna pay him or somebody else gonna pay him, he's gonna get his bag. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Matabike, I don't know if you remember the conversation we had at the beginning of the season. I think it was during the preseason when you did a call-in show or something. And I was like, man, look at Matabike, bro. He looked like he gonna wreck house this year. Just how he looked coming in the camp. And sure enough, he wrecked house.
He did.
Tore it down this year.
He sure did.
Now
I will say this about Stone. I put this in a group chat. I didn't make it public, but I'll make it public now. I said this. I did a little video to the guys in my group chat. I said, this is what I thought the difference was between, because we were saying Minka, because Minka made it over Geno Stone, right? This kind of goes to the popularity contest. If I'm a quarterback and I break the huddle, I'm looking to see where Minka Fitzpatrick at. I'm trying to see, like, is he deep? Is he in the box? Is he covering somebody or not? When I break the huddle, I ain't checking for Geno Stone, whether he got 7 picks or not. And I think that's the difference. But that goes to your popularity contest too. That kind of fits that bill too.
Now you would have to be crazy as an offensive coordinator after you see this dude. He wasn't a team starter. He comes in because the guy goes down, and say y'all in week 7 and you playing him, and you know he's leading the league in picks. You better tell your quarterback to look for him.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how it depends on how he getting them picks too.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
If he getting tip ball, like if they tip balls, that's one thing. But if he making plays on balls, that's different. And I think he got 4 or 5 tips, but 2 of them he made legit. Like, okay, I made some exceptional plays.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Did you do a video on that?
Not on his picks. I think somebody else did. I don't remember who it was, but I know I did mention like 2 or 3 of his picks is like he made legit plays, and then other them been like tip, like even the pick he got, his last pick, Roquan tipped that ball.
Right, that's true. We got good instincts. The only other thing is for me, next week, man, I hope the media and everybody just try to run Lamar's playoff record in the hole. And the reason why
they are,
I want him to hear it, and I want him to like soak it in, and like whoever they see in the division round, man,
have red in his eyes.
Go off.
Mm-hmm.
For him to just go off. I don't know if you saw the clip where it was a quick clip. I can't remember if it was on Raiders Nation or whatever, but he was on the sideline and the guys was like, cheering and yelling and stuff like that. And he came over and was like, hey man, shut that up. Y'all need to stay focused. I said, oh damn.
Oh yeah, that was wired. Yeah. That was wired.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Only other thing, I'm gonna get out of here, coach. You know, I ain't talked to you in a minute, but I know this is next year. What I'm about to say, but I've been thinking about it since we signed him. Next year's running back room.
Mm-hmm.
Hill and Cook.
That's another. It had to be another contract.
Yeah, I know they're gonna have to sign. I know they would have to sign him, but I mean, right now, the only person they got signed, they're gonna have to sign somebody.
Yeah, I know.
Because the only person that's contract right now is Hill.
Yep.
And I don't know.
I would love Mitchell, Hill, Cook. I would love it. I would love Mitchell, Hill, Cook.
Man, can you imagine? Like any one of those guys, all of them can catch.
Mm-hmm.
The burst of speed, and even though people might not think it, I guarantee you, Cook still got that home run speed.
Then that's what I was gonna say when you finish. I need to see what he got left though. I need to see what he got. I think he got it, but I need to see it.
I think at least if they try to give him some kind of like veteran something minimum to keep
Mm-hmm.
him around until at least next year's preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Roll them into that. Definitely sign. I mean, I hope they sign Mitchell. Just because it would be nice if they signed J.K., but just because of the injury history, I just don't think the Ravens going to take the chance.
Right, and we may because of the injury history, we might get a decent deal out of J.K.
Well, that's true. That's true too. They probably would get a decent deal for him. So I could take that. I could take it because you're going to need 4.
Mm-hmm.
All of them may not be on the roster, but you're going to need somebody to be floating on that. But, you know, out of the 4, Mitchell definitely going to be on the roster. If
Mm-hmm.
they sign J.K., you know he's going to be in the roster. Then I think it would just be a battle between Hill and Cook for that third running back roster spot.
Right.
And then somebody else, then the other person may go to the practice squad or whatever the case may be. You know. Other than that, I hope they. I know if the production don't say it, we sign OBJ. I think so. Just
We'll see. I think if we win, he retire.
I think. Now that's the thing. I was thinking the other day. If they definitely pull off the Super Bowl, I think he's going to call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to call it a day. But then after that, what they need to do, they need to kind of keep the same mentality that they kept in this season and go get some more talent. They need to try to re-sign BK. And I've been having this saying, and I'm saying to you, dang, I haven't lost it right now. Oh, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Keep the same aggression.
Keep the same aggression. Come out next season and make another run again.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do to keep the defensive guy. Hopefully, you hey man, we'll give you a couple of extra million. Don't pay attention to them head coaching jobs. We got you. Don't worry about that. Keep monkeying there. Sharpen that offense even more. Sharpen that defense even more. And out of the coaching blunders that we had in those 3 losses, this really could have been 16-1 season.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to cut you off right there. I got two dudes behind you. I don't want to hold you up, but hold them up. But I appreciate it. But you on top of it.
Thanks, Coach. Have a good
No problem. You too. That's my man, P. Brown III, formerly known as in this circle and in Lunch Break Hot Take Circle as P. Brown. Next up, Jared. You got me, Jared?
Yeah, I got you, man. What's up, Coach?
What's good with you? Happy New Year to you. What you got for me today?
Man, I'm blessed, man, and I also, I'm gonna be optimistic, man. I if anything, this game I want to look at our backups.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm proud of most of all that young boy Trenton Simpson.
Yeah.
He was fast. He was explosive. You know what I mean? Getting his first sack of his career.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to that young man. I I know one thing. Rocky Singh, to me, they need to make him safety or something because he's not doing it one-on-one as a corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. If anything, he can tackle decent. That's all. But I'm gonna hit a few points, and I know I'm gonna get off here, Coach.
Okay.
So, as for the MVP conversation, my thing is if Barry Sanders in 1997 had to share his with Brett Favre, after that man ran for 2,053 yards, and yards per game was 128 yards a game, and he had to share with Brett Favre, then if they do give it to CMC, they need to share it with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I if I'm not mistaken, Sherm may have said something like that. Even though Sherm I think been hating a lot. I think Sherm may have said like he thinks this may be the year that it gets shared. I think it was him that said that. Chat box, y'all can check me on that. I think Sherm said that.
I heard something like that too on one of those sports channels. You know, I watch y'all and Lunch Break Hot Take and Hendo.
If I saw it, it was on Twitter. I ain't clicked their links.
Right. But don't get me wrong, I want my boy 8 to get it all. But we can't ignore the season Christian McCaffrey had. But looking back in history, Barry Sanders even tweeted this. He was like, man, I ran all those yards, you know, and my yards per carry was like 128 yards, and I had to share it with the quarterback. Basically, don't snub that boy.
Right.
Don't snub that boy. The 49ers and Dolphins game, we did a great job on man. Our defense played lights out. Like you said, the groceries was balling. And then on the offensive side of the ball, if you could see the rushing yards as individuals wasn't eye-popping, but it was just enough. And Lamar was able to throw the ball down the field decent enough for us to control the game. So if we can do that within the playoffs and be a little bit more smart with it, we'll definitely get to where we need to go. But overall, this still, like I said, I'm not tripping about this loss tonight because we ain't have everybody in, but at the same time, Steelers won, no excuses. But I'm just happy at our depth, except for that Rocky scene play. And I wish we would have started Geno Stone, to be honest with you.
We're really going on IR. We ain't have no other safety.
I mean, we should have dug into the practice squad or signed a safety.
We would have had to sign one because I don't think we have a practice squad on the safety. Like I wish, like Pepe only did special teams. Why Pepe ain't get some of that action that Rocky Sin got?
And I could be wrong. You think Pepe would get burnt like that?
I don't know. He's just coming back maybe, but shit, Pepe 21, 22 years old. Rocky Sin, what, 28? 26, 27, he older. Whatever he is, he older. Yeah. Pepe a young buck.
Yeah, I agree. So maybe the young buck would have stuck with Johnson, but Johnson, he hit him with that and he left Rocky Sin like he was walking in dirt or something.
Right.
But I'm just optimistic, man. I just hope we just feel like our year. So I just hope Todd Monken don't. Before I get off, during the Steelers game, even though the fumbles, I knew was gonna happen because it was a raining environment. But still, you gotta hold on to that rock. But I still felt Todd could have implemented the running game more, especially in the first two possessions because he got a little pass happy with Huntley. And I felt like, come on, Huntley ain't even, this is his first start. Let him hand it off to the running backs majority of the time. And then when that defense get comfortable, then you start throwing over their head. Old school, but I guess that he wanted to, Ty wanted to try to, test Tyler out as far as on the passing game.
I felt like that the Steelers thought the same thing and they just put everybody in the box and played man. So I think it kind of forced his hand to try to throw it in the rain. Because I think we did the same thing offensively, but they just ran it into what we were doing. I think both game plans was the same. Like, it's raining. Okay, we're going to load the box and make them throw it. And they did a better job of running it than we did early. That's what I felt like happened. And so we tried to throw it because we couldn't run it with a flip at the beginning. Because they had their starters in, we didn't.
Exactly. They leaned on 22 in that run again, and I feel like we could have done the same thing. I don't understand if we got some plays negative yardage. Still keep trying to lean on that run again. They did the perfect play call. Shout out to Mike Tomlin.
Got it. Gotcha.
But I'm gonna get off here, Coach. One of the best Ravens shows on YouTube. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Jared.
God bless you, man. Appreciate
you. Shout out to Jared, man. Jared has his own channel with Southern Ballers channel. And interesting fact about Jared is my longest standing Patreon. Jared is the longest standing Patreon on my channel. The longest. And lastly, we got a long guy that I hadn't talked to in a long... Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and lock it because there's only 23 seconds left.
The conference has been locked.
This dude called in when I was having Ravens Daily Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday throughout the summer. This dude called in almost every day. And I hadn't talked to him in a minute. I don't know why. He must have been mad at me or something, but I don't know. But we finally got him back at the end of the season. What's up, my guy?
What's up, my guy?
What's good with you?
Yeah.
What's good with you? How are you? Well, first off, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. You too, man. Most definitely. Happy New Year.
I don't think I talked to you since like week 10 or 11, maybe.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute. I stopped locking in on the calls because this entire season was I just needed to lock in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was everywhere, and then when I'm in your streams, and I can't even like really focus on the game because we're talking great topics. But I'm like, okay, hold on, but I gotta watch. I'm gonna play. So, I literally just been really locked into the season, yelling at the TV. You already know I've been through it, man. You already know how I am with my emotions with this team. It's like, I'm so proud of them, but I'm just so ready to punch the TV when they do something so stupid. I am so tired of my team, as good as we are, as successful as we are. I hear everybody the good things they like and the bad things. I hear it all, but I'm just so I will always say it. Why do we keep repeating a same play that didn't go well the first time? I've never seen the Ravens throw a quick screen to the sideline of Zay Flowers 3 times in a row, and I'm like, it didn't work, Coach. All right, let's go to the next play. What, we did it again? We did it. Hold on. Okay, I'm like, okay, cool. We did it again. Oh, we did it again. So it, Coach, like I said, you can understand how frustrated I'd be because I'm just sitting here like, if we have Todd Monken and this great offense that we're doing, these great weapons, and we're showing that we're how dominant we are, it's like I hate to see us do something that's so like, why? Like, I thought we was away from that, and then we just apparently just poof, just do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes it depends on what the defense showing you. Sometimes, if they loading the box like that and they always constantly blitzing, sometimes the answer is screen, and we just don't execute the screen because we don't have the athletic guards to execute it. Like sometimes the screen is the right call, but we just don't execute it right, and it may look the same, but it technically ain't the same. Like the play call may technically be a screen, but it may not be the same play call. And I think a lot of times it's the right call. We just don't execute it right because you looking at like a hobbled Ronnie Stanley trying to get out there, or John Simpson who ain't the most athletic trying to get out there. Whereas when other teams run it, you looking at Quentin Nelson who like a dancing barrel. You're looking at Trent Simpson for the 49ers, who can damn near run like a tight end. We don't have the personnel to run screens right. But sometimes they be the right call, but there are a lot of times they are the wrong damn call. So I kind of feel you on both sides.
Yeah, those definitely totally understand. There are some cool pointers, man. I also wanted to bring up because me and you said this. Man, our boy, man, Ben Cleveland. Okay, I don't care what people gotta say. That man keeps every day looking like he's ready to be a starter. I don't know what his mindset's gonna be for the next season. But man, I don't know what it is. And remember, me and you called it, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
This dude always looks better and better. Yeah, does he probably need to put the plate down? You know what I'm saying? Because he still always looks like he just finished eating. But at the same time, man, he needs to hurry up and come to practice. You know, fully ready. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I
just think he needs some yoga in his life.
Huh?
He needs some yoga in his life. Some yoga, man, some stretching, flexibility.
Yeah.
Some of that, whatever that stuff to work on your flexibility. You need to work some bands or something.
He walks like a big hip shit. I'm telling you, man. I wish we could just give our boy a chance, man. He looks so solid. Remember, Ben Cleveland is young, so it's like, come on, we gotta give this guy a chance, man. Like for real. He could be a real good guard, and we stand on a gold mine, and we don't want to use it because we afraid of him not being good. But Keaton Mitchell, that's devastating. That's very devastating. I was talking about this kid, and because this kid just needed all the reps he can get, because it just looked like he was learning how to be inside that gaps, run through the gaps, run outside the gap. I'm like, man, this kid is something special, man.
Yeah, you did call that one. I remember you talking about him a lot before he took off.
And this kid, for him to finally come back and they ready to put him on the field, he gets hurt for the rest of the season. That really hurt me, man. I was like, oh man, this kid was trying to show everybody that he's been ready. So that one got hurt. What were the last ones I was gonna say? I was gonna say I don't know why people thought that the Niners were gonna beat us. I don't know why people forget we beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. We've beaten the Niners a couple times now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what people. I get it. You know, they got that little fancy wins, and they look like they're dominant. We got Chase Young. We stacked. But I don't think people understand the history behind 49ers and Ravens. I know a lot of people lost some money at the casinos, okay?
If I'm not mistaken, we done beat them the last 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. This game, then we beat them when Bosa was first coming into his own and being like that superstar, and then the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And I told people at my job, I said, I promise you, if you want to make some money, you better do a casino bet for Ravens are going to beat the 49ers. And I already knew they were going to get your money because everybody think the Niners are going to win. So you're going to get that extra money on you. I'm trying to tell you, but hey, no one wanted to believe in me. So hey, that's on y'all. Y'all just going to be losing money. They all lost money.
Right.
But, my last thing I want to say is these playoffs in Super Bowl, you know, you'll probably be seeing me more on these calls. I'm gonna be drunk at the bar or something. I don't know. I'm about to be yelling to the top of the lungs about this playoffs, the Super Bowl. I appreciate your call on this call, though. I appreciate the call, man.
No problem, no man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it, and we'll get back up. I know I'm gonna have a call before we play, so be on the lookout for that. Y'all keep the notice on, and I appreciate you, Ray Keenan, for closing out. What's this, week 18? You open the season and you close the season, so I appreciate it. And we'll have another call-in show before we play that game on the 20th, because that's 2 weeks from now, or the 21st, whichever day it is. And thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Let's get the Super Bowl.
Most definitely. All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna quickly wrap up, and I'll do my drive thing tomorrow, and I'll put that out probably tomorrow night. That way it won't interfere with watching the games during the day. Thank you. If you came to the watch party, I appreciate it. If you're here now, thank you. If you called in, thank you. Hit that like button. I've been dropping the likes in there. How many likes we at? We're at 60. So if you have not hit that like button, please do so. If we can get to 75 before we get out of here, I'll drop those 75 points. What we do is we give away prizes at the end of the month. You get to a certain number of points. Your name goes into the spinning wheel, and we pick that at the end of the month. So I'm trying to give away something a little special at the end of this month. I have to make it first and see if it comes out the way I want it to come out before I let you guys know what it is. But you can check your points by doing exclamation point points. You check the leaderboard by doing exclamation point top. Patreons, your points will go in on like the 14th or 15th, and that's when you'll see your contribution. And that's kind of all I got, man. We lost the game, and I'll talk more in detail on my wrap up. That's really what I got for you. I'm extremely grateful for getting over 9,000. So anything you guys can do to help support the channel, whether that be sharing it or talking about it, because I know you got friends that are Ravens fans, just whatever. I appreciate it. I'm very appreciative and thankful, and ready to try to get to this 10K. I'm excited for this push to 10K. So thank you, and I'll see y'all soon, tomorrow with the recap, and then we'll drop film about this game, and especially once we find out the opponent, and we got some stuff coming up. I know most of y'all follow Bobby, and he asked me to be on his, I know he's doing like a marathon show Thursday, so he asked me to be a part of that. So I'll be on there for like 15 or 20 minutes at some time Thursday. I don't know the exact time yet, but I'll be a part of that. And got a few other things I'm trying to work on too. But holidays are over, and the roundup will be back Monday. I know some people be asking, where the roundup at? What y'all doing? What's going on? Where the guys at? It was the holidays, man. The 49ers game landed on Christmas. Then New Year's was the next Monday. Holidays. Let people be with their families and do what they do. But we back. We back Monday. We back. And we're going to talk about all 3 games and the playoffs going forward. So we're going to pack a lot in, and we ain't going to do it no 2 hours either. We're going to pack a lot in. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Did we get that 66? We didn't get it this time, but thank you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday and your Sunday, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace and love.